Imagine if you had the power to create something that could change the world. Now, I'm sure that by the time you do that and you're not seeing conversions, you'll be wondering what's going on. It's not just about posting. Marketing is not posting. Marketing is building relationships, building a connection with your audience, and creating authenticity. Today's topic is discovering the secrets of product launch part 1. So in this part 1, I'm going to be talking about understanding the concept of value, understanding your customers' needs as well, and then connecting to your audience and how to launch within your terrain or region. Then in the part 2, I'm going to focus on how you can go international and certain factors that should be considered, like geopolitical factors, economic factors, and so on and so forth. So stay tuned and let's get started on this. Turn heads, break necks with ads that slay. Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, Aspire to Advertise, unleashing all shades of creativity. I am the girl with the media vibes, the one and only the media playboy. And today I'm bringing something exciting to the table. So in one of my previous videos, I talked about business startup ideas that you could start at suitable locations. Now I'm going to be talking about the secrets on how to launch a successful business or launch a successful product or service if you're already an existing business, and how this can take you from point 0 to point 100. So stay attentive. Today's topic is discovering the secrets of product launch part 1. So in this part 1, I'm going to be talking about understanding the concept of value, understanding your customers' needs as well, and then connecting to your audience and how to launch within your terrain or region. Then in the part 2, I'm going to focus on how you can go international and certain factors that should be considered, like geopolitical factors, economic factors, and so on and so forth. So stay tuned and let's get started on this. In my first video, I talked about the concept of storytelling in your marketing ads, right? And I used the video from a brand, Larger Beer, and from the video, you could see that they created an image of people within a specific tribe. If they're expecting major sales in somewhere like the north or outside Nigeria, they can't really use that ad because it wouldn't fly, and simply because the people and the concept behind the storytelling in the video has nothing to do with people from that region. So if they want to sell and go beyond Nigeria, they have to create something outside the box, outside the Nigerian people or the Igbo tribe, and do something that can relate to the audience over there. So in order for me to explain with the concept of value, which is part of the things I'm going to be talking about in this part 1, to launching a successful business, I'm going to be using Schwartz framework. So listen closely to this, because this is a really good marketing module that is good for people to know how to create a better message out there. Schwartz framework of value is a universal model used by marketers that talks about 10 broad values that steers human behavior and reactions. They include power, achievement, self-direction, tradition, so many things. So from the screenshot, you can clearly see everything that it's surrounded. And then it's broken down into 4 main parts, but I don't want to go deep into it. I'm just going to explain how this framework is used by a lot of brands to promote their ads and to launch their product or a new business. So this Schwartz framework aids in market segmentation, which is simply the process of dividing potential customers into various segments based on different characteristics. So this has to do with how consumers will react or relate to various marketing strategies, or how they're able to share specific traits such as interests and needs and things like that. So when creating marketing ads, right, you have to first of all think about how your customers behave within that specific area. For example, people in I'm trying not to use specific countries so nobody sees it in a different light. Well, let me say, for example, a country where you know that there's a lot of war and riots and things like that. Now, if you want to launch a business there, or that's where you are, and you want to launch a business within that region, right? You have to create ads that are related to the kind of traits and personalities people within that region has. So that's how this framework is useful in your marketing campaigns when you want to launch a new business or a new product or service. So number one on my list is the use of influencers. Take a look at this video. From this ad, you can clearly see that the company Just Eat is an Anglo-Dutch company, but this ad, you see that they use an American popular singer, Christina, and they also have branches in different parts of the country like UK, US, Germany. So this ad was for the US, and they had to use an influencer from that same region. So like I said, the first thing is use of influencers. You have to use influencers within your regions that can help you to launch your business. There's a video coming up about influencer marketing, do's and don'ts, things that every influencer needs to know, mistakes they should avoid do, and as well things that companies should consider when seeking influencers. I'll explain that in that video. But for now, use of influencers is important when you want to launch a new product or a new service. So this video gives me the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory kind of thing. But all in all, just like the Schwartz framework, you can see that there's a picture being created here, and it's the American girl's life, you know, the thing of power, achievement. You can see how bold they are. You can see them order anything and people are bringing it to them. That's power. So you see how this framework is used in most marketing ads. Some people don't even know that this is what people use when thinking of how they can make their ads capture the minds of their audience. The next thing on launching a successful business, product, or service is make good use of times and seasons. Watch this ad from Burger King.
Hello?
It's back. It's coming for you. You can't run from the heat. It's time.
Answer the call by getting the Ghost Pepper Whopper and Ghost Pepper Chicken Fries.
It was so good, and I could totally handle the spice, which is great.
Because it's coming for you too.
So Burger King decided to use Halloween to introduce a new menu. You can see that this is already an existing business and now they want to launch something new. So they had to use this Halloween season or seasons such as autumn, spring, winter, summer. You see brands, fashion brands such as Zara, Louis Vuitton, Giorgio Armani, so many of these luxury brands, Prada and the rest of them. Whenever they're organizing fashion shows, you see that they bring out clothes for different seasons. So you can use times and seasons to launch your business or your brand or your product or a new service, whichever one that you feel comfortable doing. The next thing on my secrets to product launching is partnerships. So the good thing about partnerships is, especially if you're a small brand and you partner with a much bigger brand, it has a way of boosting your brand awareness and taking you from point 0 to point 50. For example, there's this partnership between Marriott International Hotels and Manchester United. Marriott International Hotels decided to create a Marriott Bonvoy program. So it's a travel program whereby Manchester United fans, travelers, and their Marriott Bonvoy members. So they were able to create this partnership whereby whether you're in the stadium watching the match or you're in their hotels, you will have this feeling like you're probably one of the football players because of the design of the room and other things that comes with it. So it's a really good one. Also check out the partnership between Best Western Hotels and Harley Davidson, a motorcycle brand. The next thing is sponsorships. So you see scenarios where a lot of new brands that are coming decide to sponsor events or talent shows such as Idol, Got Talent, Big Brother, things like that. Sponsoring events introduces you to a wider audience and it helps you appear like you're a credible, authentic brand. So for sponsorship, brands pay a specific amount of money to sponsor such events, and then they also give the contestants or the winners prizes or other packages that come with it. But apart from sponsorships, there's also CSR, which is corporate social responsibility. So a lot of times brands that are already big and well known can decide to do sponsor events free. So we see this in brands like Indomie, Milo, and a couple of them, Maggi, Knorr, different brands that are already big. They decide to get involved in corporate social responsibility by creating events and partnering with other smaller brands or people who are into what that business category is. So you see big brands getting involved because they want to just be active in the world around them and contribute something to the youth as well. So this just helps them to get to know their audience on a closer range and get to build credibility, respect. They even use the opportunity to introduce a new product. For example, Indomie would introduce a new product like the Indomie Jollof, something new. So sometimes you find big brands already doing this when they want to launch a new product. But if you're a smaller brand, most smaller brands who have the finances would choose the option of sponsoring big events that are already known, or they partner with bigger companies to sponsor an event that would give them the kind of publicity they're looking for. The next thing is acquisition and merging. So sometimes you may be a small brand and you want to expand and go beyond your region. You probably want to go international and all, but you don't have the finances. So sometimes merging with a much bigger brand can help you launch a successful business. So merging with a brand can help you in terms of going beyond and expanding to a much larger space or terrain. At the same time, acquisition is something that a lot of companies do. These ones are mostly big companies. So sometimes you may see that companies are going bankrupt or there are other things that they might be facing and they decide to sell off their shares or sell the company completely. Sometimes there's partial acquisition and then there's the full one where another company takes over. You probably see things like this with Exxon and Mobil. Another company is AT&T and Time Warner. I can't go into so much details because of the time, but I do hope that these secrets to launching a successful business helps you and you're able to find the one that can take you to the next level of expansion in your business. If you have further questions, please don't forget to leave a comment. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and share this video. Watch out for the part 2, guys. Now go get your answer. Take it from your media playboy.